I will enter here and using just 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Ayan, example yan. And then, let the market play out. I may lose the trade or win the trade. Ang point dyan is, if I know it satisfies my rules, then I will just have to stick with it. Okay? Whatever happens, I can learn something from any trade na gagawin ko. Okay? So, let's see what happens. Okay? At this point, tumaas yung market, meaning I'm currently winning for both trades. If naka-buy limit man ako or market execution. Okay? So, check na natin what happens. What is good mga champion, and welcome back to another video. For today's video guys, I would just like to share with you that probably the answer to all your trading dilemmas is not to overcomplicate things. The goal as a trader is not to predict and trade every move.
So before I dive into the charts, nga pala, if you want to be part of our growing TFP VIP Champions community, you may want to check out our 90-day Forex one-on-one mentorship program. So, meron tayong dalawang options. As I have mentioned, option 1 is for the one-on-one mentorship via Zoom, and for the option 2, para dun sa mga may difficulties when it comes to their schedule, I have a masterclass recorded lessons so that you can learn at your own pace. Kung naghahanap kayo ng one of the best reputable trading brokers out there, you may want to consider Tickmill as your one-stop trading solution. They offer a variety of trading accounts with the tightest spread available in the market. So again, they have deposit and withdrawal options, which I think mostly are available in every country that you are in. So at the same time, sabi ko nga, if you are new to Tickmill, they have what we call as a $30 welcome account, which you can utilize. At the same time, profits can be withdrawn.
Alright, so again, our topic for today is not to complicate things. It is simply knowing what are your system rules. Sabi ko nga, maraming traders ngayon masyadong na-obsess sa mga advanced stuff. Okay? FBGs, SMC, ICTs. Again, you can binge watch everything, but I have known a lot of people, they're still struggling using that system. Why? They don't use common sense. They don't use logical reasoning. Why are they taking the trade? Okay? And a lot of them are just guessing their entries. Okay? Because probably that system says so. So again, I'm not saying this TFP wire system is the best, but that I'm just showing it a simple system na to, you can really earn and start making money. Okay? Right? So again, how am I going to tackle itong trade na to? Okay, so sabi nga natin, it's all about simplicity and logical reasoning. So, based on market structure, we all know at a glance, di ba? Alam natin that the market is in a consolidation phase. Di ba? Most probably, meron kang equal highs, equal lows. So, nasa ngayon yung price? The price is currently in between those equal lows and equal highs. So, ngayon, anong sunod mong gagawin? Now you know the market structure. You have to know the current trend. You have to know the current trend nung alin? Nung current price. For you to have a logical reasoning, where are you going to make a buy or short position? Okay? So again, obviously, market now, kita naman natin, diba? Market now is on a downtrend at this group of trend, diba? So again, downtrend yan. Why? Meron kang high, meron kang low, lower high, and lower low because nabasag mo to. Nevertheless, you have to understand there are also structures saan? Sa kaliwa, diba? So again, you still have to consider the past historical data when it comes to your analysis. Bakit? It will provide you more clues and information supporting your analysis. Okay? Hindi pwedeng nagde-decide ka lang, lalo na yung mga short-term traders, they're only deciding because yun lang yung nakikita nila doon sa smaller time frame. Again, you have to utilize multi-time frame analysis. Why? You have to see the bigger picture prior you going down sa mas mababang time frame. Prior you going down sa mas mababang time frame. That is the logical reasoning why we have to understand top-down analysis, which I always emphasize every time I do technical analysis. So ngayon, alam mo na downtrend. So ngayon, ipasok mo sa kokote mo downtrend, okay? Is it wise to buy or to sell? Okay? So ngayon ang tanong, kung pababa ang presyo, tagalugin natin. Kung bagsak ang presyo, are you willing to sell or buy? Diba? As an individual, okay, using just common sense, pag bagsak ang presyo, it is wise na bilhin mo yon. Okay? Bakit? You don't want to buy something na mahal, di ba? Logically or economically or being practical, di ba? So we want always a discount. We want always a price that is cheaper as a buyer. So, same goes for selling. Bakit mo ibebenta kung saan bagsak ang presyo? Okay? You, for example, as a supplier, di ba? Lugi ka. So, again, you have to understand common sense when it comes to decision making. So, ngayon, bagsak ang presyo, meaning, instead na selling ang hanapin ko, okay, on this current opportunity, why not I look for a buy opportunity? So, ngayon, dyan mo na i-incorporate yung mga major confluences mo such as support and resistance. So, again, when it comes to a buyer perspective, di ba? Ibig sabihin yan, you will only buy when you are at a significant level of support. So, which means, ang gagawin ko, since dead end ngayon to, I have to look for a significant support sa past historical data, which, nasa ng market ngayon, I am still in between. Bakit? Kung ipa-plot ko yung aking support level, di ba? Nasaan yan? Tandaan natin, on a bigger scale, we are on a consolidation phase, meaning there's no clear or trending market as of now, but nevertheless, I may have an opportunity dahil I am now heading towards saan? I am now heading towards sa aking support level. So which means I can plot my support level knowing that I have multiple reactions from the past. Diba? Itong level na yan. This is a significant level support as a retail trader. So ibig sabihin, okay, may reaction ako dito, may reaction ako dito, may reaction ako dito, and may reaction ako dito. That justifies that I am heading towards a significant level of support. So, ito yung support level ko. And we all know, okay, mapa beginner man, advanced or intermediate or advanced, okay, mapa aspiring man, beginner, intermediate or advanced, we all know that this is a support level for ano? For buyers. Okay? So, this is a support level and tandaan nyo, the more na nag-a-align yung market pababa sa support, the more na it's giving you a logical reasoning para ano? Para bumili. Okay? So, iba yung usapin na am I trading long term or short term? Tandaan nyo, currently I am on a 4 hours time frame, which means I am looking for a short term move. Short term trade lang. I don't expect the market na mag skyrocket yan hanggang dun, di ba? So, no, doesn't make sense. Tandaan nyo, we are bound for some limitations. Kaya nga, dyan papasok yung mga confluences. So, again, another confluence is magdagdag ka ng ano, resistance. So, para aware ka, nasan ka sa bigger scale when it comes to higher time frame. Di ba? Resistance. Okay? So, sa point na to, alam natin that the current market is right here, heading towards support. So, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to buy now. Bakit? I have to wait for the market to go to my support for me to buy. Okay? But tandaan nyo, we will still have to look for confirmations. Kasi bakit? Diyan magmamatter yung inyong rules. Kaya sabi ko, if you don't have system, then probably you will be losing the trade kasi you don't follow any rules. Rules for you to win a specific trade. Okay? So ngayon, another confluence is meron kang trend line resistance. So ibig sabihin nan, if you're going to buy, you are bounded by this limitation lang. Most probably hanggang dito ka lang, 'di ba? Sa area yan. Okay? But again, we cannot really speculate because tandaan mo, anything can happen, pwedeng tumagos yan, tumaas, but ang point dyan, we know where is our boundary pagdating doon sa limitations ng ating trading range. Okay? So ngayon, ibig sabihin yan, kung nasaan, kung nasa gitna pa yung market, then, again, logical reasoning, why would I buy now if I can buy to a specific price na mas magbibigay sa akin ng mas high probable na buying position. So, ngayon, dyan mo incorporate na kailangan you have to be patient. You have to be disciplined. Sabi nga, goal as a trader is not to trade every move. Hindi mo naman kailangan, sir, pwede ko bang i-trade tong gap? Pwede naman. But again, ano yung mas magbibigay sa'yo ng mas logical and mas high probability of trading position? Hindi doon ka sa level of support, di ba? So again, I have to wait for the market to react muna to a certain significant key level. So, at this point, okay, I have to wait. Okay, so kung makita natin, ito yung isang misconception na nakita ng lahat. Okay, trend is your friend concept. Tandaan nyo guys, trend is your friend concept doesn't always justify na you have to trade again with the trend. Okay, so obviously, the trend is what? Diba? Kung ito yung titignan natin grouping, diba? So sabi ko nga, it is important na alam natin yung pangkalahatan, but nevertheless, ang ginagawa kasi ng mga normal na traders, retail traders is they always focus on what they're seeing dun sa current market, lalo na yung mga nasa lower time frame. So, if I'm going to look at this grouping, di ba? Technically, ano yan? Kung nandito tayo sa grouping, technically, this is a downtrend. So, ano nakikita ng lahat? I may have to look for a selling opportunity kasi downtrend, di ba? Sabi daw, trend is your friend. So, I don't have to trade against the bias. So, plus, ang nakikita ng lahat is ano? Huge bearish candle. So, again, ang nakikita ng lahat is a huge bearish candle. So, for them, at an instinct, di ba? Instinct nila is to sell. Bakit? Bearish yan eh. Anong gagawin ko? So, ibig sabihin yan, ang pwede ko lang opportunity ngayon is selling. So, anong gagawin nila? Most probably, people are diving into selling this position kasi meron daw momentum yung sellers. Which is correct naman. Nevertheless, dyan na papasok yung multi-time frame analysis. Okay? So, don't be tricked by what you see as of now. Tandaan nyo, nasa ang level ka? Nasa key level of support. So, tandaan mo, support meaning there are a lot of buyers dyan. So, anong gagawin mo if makakita ka ng mas malaking huge bearish candle? Maybe you want to check sa mas mababang time frame, ano na yung ginagawa nila sa loob ng 4 hours na yan? Ano ba yung nangyayari sa loob? So, bababa tayo ngayon ng 1 hour to check. Is there any confluence or structure na para makabili ako or an opportunity for me para bumili? Then, I have to look deeper doon sa time frame na yan. So, bababa ako ng 1 hour. Okay? So, sa 1 hour, ano nakikita natin? What we're seeing here is simply all bearish candles. So, at this point, ang inisip nila, bearish. So, ibig sabihin, I will just try to sell off. Okay? For most people, yun ang iniisip. Okay? Again, I'm not saying lahat, but again, the majority. Bakit? They're seeing this, mag-a-align yan sa logical reasoning nila na downtrend, at the same time, bearish candle. Little did they know, the level that they are sitting is simply level of buyers. So, ngayon, in order to justify yung aking opportunity na makabili, I have to break something. I have to break or oppose something, di ba? So, as a buyer, I simply want to break through yung mga sellers, di ba? Kasi it's all about momentum change. So, ngayon, ang momentum pababa. However, if I'm going to sell, binabangga ko ngayon yung mga level of buyers. So, simply, I don't want to trading against the wall, di ba? So, sabi nga natin, I am now at a friction of buyers. Bakit? I am on a key level of support. So, ang gagawin ko is to make a logical point of view or a rule wherein I have to do something for me to dominate as a buyer. So, simply, I will just plot my highs. Bakit? Yan yung bearish candle na kailangan mag-push through ako. Bakit? As a buyer, I want to break through this momentum of sellers. Okay? So, as simple as that, just by knowing na this bearish candle can make a big difference if mabasag ko yan as a buyer, di ba? So, hanggat hindi nababasag yan, then, which means, I just have to break through this big friction of buyers. Tandaan nyo, we are at a level of significant support saan? Higher time frame. So, again, ngayon, ang goal ko, if I'm going to buy, I just have to break through of this bearish candle. This simple logic can really make a difference. Bakit? It would show you na if mabasag mo yan, momentum of buyers are there. So, check natin ano nangyari. Okay? So at this point, nagkaroon ng initial reaction dun sa same level of acting as resistance dahil yun yung highest wick of the prior candle. So which means, tinest yun ng current candle pero nag-fail. So ibig sabihin, there are still momentum ng sellers. So ibig sabihin yan, logically, I don't have reason yet para mag-trade. Okay? So anong gagawin ko ngayon? Then, there comes the patience. Sabi ko nga, di ba? Trading is all about 10% execution and 90%, di ba? Waiting. So, ang goal natin dyan is simply to wait. Bakit? We have our own rules. So, ngayon, in terms of structure, di ba? Confluences, ngayon, it doesn't make sense na bumili ako at the same time, walang nasasatisfy na system rules. So, ibig sabihin yan, I don't have to trade yet. Okay? Tandaan mo, ang goal natin to trade your rules to satisfy your rules. So, anong gawin ko next? Just wait. Okay? So, what happens here? Okay? Kung makita nyo, there's a breakout. Meaning, nabasag ko yung momentum ng sellers coming from this past historical highs nung bearish candle. So, which means I have broken through that specific level of significance dito sa time frame na to. So, anong gagawin ko? Okay, this means I have now an opportunity bumili, but again, entry-wise, I didn't satisfy any of my confirmation yet. So, that means meron lang akong isang confluence, which is, okay, one part, I have broke through what I want. So, ibig sabihin niya, I am closer to having that buying opportunity. So, again, anong gagawin ko? Wait. And sabi ko nga, wala akong makitang logical structure for me to satisfy yung rule. Diba? Sabi natin, as a buyer, diba? Kung tayo ay buyer, we must be above horizontal support. We must be above counter trend line broken resistance. And we must be above, diba, trend line support. Kailangan mag-align yan para maging high probability trade entry. Okay? So, which means, kailangan ganito yung makita ko sa mas mababang time frame for me to have a logical reasoning for me to execute yung trade. Okay? But as of now, I only have a candlestick confirmation wherein nabasag ko yung momentum ng prior candle, which is yung bearish. So, ngayon, there's a bullish momentum, pumapasok na yung mga buyers, so there are engagement na ng mga buyers. So, anong gagawin ko? I have to go down sa mas mababang time frame to look at specific structures para magkaroon ng sense yung aking analysis. So, ngayon, mas nagkaroon ng structure. So, meaning, mas may chance ako magkaroon ng mag-add up ng mga confluences if it satisfies yung rules. So, again, nakita naman natin, based sa TFP-WAR system, basic system, for a buy, I must be above certain levels. Okay? So, ano yung mga certain levels na yun? Kung makita nyo, meron ako ditong nabasag na trend line. So, since nag-consolidate yung price, kung makita nyo, pabalik-balik yung price dyan, I must say, kukunin ko yung last peak nung resistance na yon. So, yung swing high na yon. So, ito yon. Diba? Coming from this point, okay, point na to, and this point. Kasi yun yung updated natin na level. Kasi ito yung past, okay, nag-react siya, same level. So, again, I can use that as the anchor point for me to connect yung aking counter trend line resistance. Which, anong ginawa ng market? Diba? Nabasag na, logically. Okay? So, ngayon, I am now above two confluences. Ano yan? Counter trend line resistance na nabasag or broken counter trend resistance, and I am now above what? Horizontal support, which happens to be the past resistance. Okay? So, ngayon, ibig sabihin yan, how about trend support? Ngayon, wala akong logical trend line support. Ang goal ko lang, since sabi nga natin sa rules, diba, at least two confluences pwede na, at least. Diba? So, this area will be my HPT zone. Dito ko ngayon mag-aabang ng ng buy opportunity dito sa above ng horizontal support because again, I already have broken tong counter trend line resistance. So, ang goal ko lang, makabalik yung price and that's it. I can execute a trade as a long position using this basic confluence system. Okay? So that provides me a logical reasoning para mag-enter. But as of now, does it satisfies na yung aking execution rules? For confluences, yes. But for entry, hindi pa dahil I have to wait for the correction, pullback, or retracement ng market as a buy opportunity. Tandaan mo, common sense. We never buy kapag ang market ay tumataas. We want to buy at a cheaper price. So, ibig sabihin yan, hanggat maaari, mabili ko yan ng pabagsak. Okay? So, we just have to wait for the market na mag-correct siya dito sa aking high probability trade entry as a buy. Okay? So, itong area na yan. So anong gagawin natin? All I have to do is wait. Wait for the market to materialize based on the system rules. Okay? So, I may have different system or rules during this time for some other traders. Bakit? For some traders that are trading selling. Bakit? Dito mag-a-align yung kanilang opportunity and trade hanggang dito. So, again, that doesn't make na I am wrong or that doesn't make that they are correct or wrong. So, again, it just satisfies their timing, their rules during the timing. And for me, my rules doesn't satisfy yet based sa timing na to. So, I may have opportunity later on. So, yun nga iniintay natin, di ba? So, all I have to do is wait. Okay? One thing is, tandaan nyo, confluence lang din naman na pag-usapan or HPT. I can also spot itong HPT zone, di ba? Bakit? Market can go deeper kasi pwedeng mag-correct ulit yung market or magkaroon ng bounce point dito sa significant 4-hour level of support, di ba? Pwedeng mag-bounce ulit yan, di ba? So, again, it will satisfy also my system rules kasi bakit? I am above horizontal support and I have broken counter-trend resistance. So, there's also a possibility na pwedeng pumunta yan dito. But nevertheless, point ko dyan, what you can do, you can have options of using buy limit. Okay? For both. Pwede ka malagay ng buy. Ibig sabihin, 1:3 risk to reward. Okay? Or dito rin, pwede ka din mag-set ng buy limit as long as it satisfies and alam mo naman yung risk appetite mo when it comes to risk. Okay? So, again, you can use this as what? As a setup using just a simple 1:3 risk to reward ratio for a buy setup or as a trade. Tandaan mo, pwedeng i-extend mo yung stop loss or here depending on your rules. Okay? So, if ever getting setup, naka-buy limit ako, I can also have an option na magkaroon ng conservative way of entry using, di ba, pag nag-react dito. So, if I could wait for the market, mag-react dyan and have a bullish candle, then I will use market execution right after nung bullish candlestick na yan. So, this is just another option. Okay? So, you have option of buy limit dito. Okay? Buy limit dito, ibig sabihin, will give you options, di ba? Okay, ito yung una. If pumatak dito, matitrigger yung entry natin sa ilalim or dito. Okay? Example, I have two options. Parehong buy limit. Ibig sabihin, nakaabang na ako. It's pending limit order. Ibig sabihin yan is, hinihintay ko na lang matrigger yung entry ko dito sa level yan. Kasi bakit? Based sa confluence ko and aking system rules, high likely market will go here if I am correct. If I am wrong, then I am wrong. Okay, that's how we learn sa market. Okay, nevertheless, all we have to do is wait for the market gawin yung dapat niyang gawin for us to justify our analysis. Okay? Okay? So at this point, if naka-buy limit ako, na-trigger na ako. Okay? That's one option. Again, market price can also go deeper, triggering yung another buy limit. So, I may have lose the trade itong una. Okay? But nevertheless, ang point dito is, I can also use a conservative way of entry. Diba? Kung conservative way, since nakakita na ako ng buying pressure candle, I may use market execution from this setup. Example, I will enter here and using just 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, yan. Example yan. And then, let the market play out. I may lose the trade or win the trade. Ang point dyan is, if I know it satisfies my rules, then I will just have to stick with it. Okay? Whatever happens, I can learn something from any trade na gagawin ko. Okay? So, let's see what happens. Okay? At this point, tumaas yung market, meaning I'm currently winning for both trades. If naka-buy limit man ako or market execution. Okay? So, check na natin what happens. See? As simple as that, short-term trade, okay, using a minimal less grid target of 1:3 risk-reward ratio, I already have to profit from this simple move. Diba? Hanggang dyan. So, ibig sabihin yan, I just use logically yung reasoning that I need to buy kapag ang market bumabagsak. So, it means it's getting cheaper and it provides me a discounted price as a buy. Nevertheless, I also decided because it satisfies my system rules. Okay? I don't make things complicated na kailangan magkaroon pa ng kung ano-anong indicators ang ilalagay ko. Again, I'm not saying na mali yun. Ang point ko dyan, the simpler the better because you want your decision making to be as clear as crystal, di ba? So, hindi mo kailangan ng mga kung ano-anong factors that would affect, number one, psychological. Pangalawa, yung reasoning mo na, teka, tama ba 'tong ginagawa? Kasi it will give you or it will bring you doubt pagka marami kang factors na dinadagdag. Tandaan nyo, if you really want to taste something, di ba? Don't put more salt, don't put more pepper, or don't put more chili onto something that would change yung gusto mong mangyari. Okay? Or yung gusto mong matikman. So, ito, I just went for a long position kasi bakit? Sa 4 hours, pabagsak siya, it's a discount. Plus, nasan? Naka-align yun sa key significant level support. That provides me a logical reasoning. Baka pwede akong bumili. So, anong ginawa ko? I just satisfied my system rules. Hence, I win this trade logically. So, again, the trick here is not knowing every part of the move. It's not to predict the move. It is to know logically ano ba yung rules mo. If it satisfies, then go trade it. If it doesn't satisfy, observe ka muna. Alright? So, I hope may natutunan naman kayo, guys. The secret to a successful winning trade is logical reasoning, simplicity, and also patience. Okay? So, again, everything is of the right timing. Alright? So this is just a short tutorial video showing you that you don't have to know everything. A good basic foundation can really go a long way while you are transitioning to knowing all this advanced stuff, right? So again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat ng sumusuporta. So, God bless. That will be it for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So, I just want to inform and announce that our TFE VIP Champion Student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs. And some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So, yeah, this is just a minor announcement and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profit from the market. But as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang and thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.